and accidentally called emergency. So they called me right back to see if I was okay. Here we go. I think this should be good now. All right. I have a big stain on my shirt. Do you see this? Right there. But it doesn't matter. All right. Hello and welcome today. Here we are, and I'm going to work with jelly print plates. Just a second. Okay. First of all, happy Labor Day. I hope you're enjoying your day already, wherever you are. Here in California, we're having a massive heat wave, so at 10 a.m. it's already hot. So jelly plates. So first of all, I want to say one thing, and that's that on my YouTube channel, I have been doing a Mixed Media 101 class series of videos, and session 1 already has 5 classes, because what I'm doing is I'm showing how to do different layers. And so with gesso and stenciling and just different mediums and getting some pages ready and stencils. So what's going to happen now is we're moving to a different type of page, and then we're going to be putting it all together and creating some really cute, very unique journals that will end up looking like this. Really sweet little things. And of course, they're all going to be unique. And we'll get 2 of them because we'll be cutting the pages down. Okay. So today we're going to go to the jelly plate. And I'm going to work with 2 different size jelly plates. I'm working with an 8 by 11 or an 8.5 by 11 or 10 or whatever this is. And then I'm also working with a 5 by 7 jelly plate. Okay, and as a mixed media artist, you are going to want to invest in these. It's just important. And we're going to be working with a couple of stencils. Here are the different stencils I've chosen. And we're working with an assortment of paper. So this is sketch paper, so it's very thin. This is rice paper. It's very delicate, but it produces some really pretty things. And then this is wax paper. You could also work with deli paper if you have deli paper. I don't have any deli paper at this time because I haven't gotten over to the warehouse to get more. So I'm just using your regular household wax paper. And as you can see, wax paper is also down here. I'm going to be working with a glass palette and 2 different size. I just went blank on what these are called, but rollers, a little 2-inch and then a little 4-inch one. And I'm going to work with these 4 paints today. And yes, I work with girly colors because I love girly colors. So I'm working with yellow ochre, medium magenta. This is a light blue violet, and this of course is a blue turquoise or turquoise blue. So there's 2 different ways you can work with jelly prints. You can either put the jelly plate down and work off of it, or you can put your paper down and press the jelly plate in. I'm going to show you both ways. I'm going to start with rice paper, the most delicate. Now I'm going to have just a plain sheet nearby to clean my brayer. That's what these are called, brayer on. So after I do a jelly plate, then I'll just run it on here to clean the brayer off. I guess I could put that up there like this. This is the most basic way. You put your paint, okay? We're gonna put a stencil down on top. And let's put our paper. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's the combination of stencil and paper. But you can see it did work. It did come off. Now you can take off this, right? See how we've got it there? I can take another sheet and put that stencil down so I don't waste it. and just imprint it. These are just scrap papers, but we use them in mixed media. You see how beautiful that looks? Isn't that beautiful? That's also an impression right there. Not as clear, but we can put more layers on top of that. Okay, let's add some more to this. More of this turquoise before it dries. It's so hot, it's just drying up so quick right now. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit right to this, okay? That's too much, but all right, you'll see. Isn't that beautiful? This is all just basic chili plate. On a hot day like today, though, everything dries up so quick. So this is going to be a short session because of that. And your jelly, they need to be wiped off. Don't leave your paint on it. It will ruin them. And I'm gonna just hit this real quick. All I'm using is a baby wipe. I'm going to move to the bigger size now. I'm just doing this on another table so I don't waste the paint. That's really cool looking. See how I'm not worried about covering the entire surface? pretty, huh? So when you clean your brayer, you're just rubbing it off. And then that's also a way to clean your jelly plate without using a wipe if you don't have a wipe. Because it's gonna pick up anything that's left. So see how nicely it cleaned it? There's a little piece right there. So you see how my scrap paper actually begins to have a cool look to it. Okay. Oopsie. It's messy fun. Messy fun. So now all I'm going to do is make a solid color here. And I think I'll do it with the pink. It's really lovely. See, it just darkens the pink that's on top of that. So this actually becomes, this is pretty well done. This is a piece of paper that I can use in my mixed media projects. So whenever I'm painting, whenever I'm using jelly plates or stencils, I always have scrap paper like this that I really work with. And the colors are all in the color theme that I like for this particular project, and we will use this. So if you keep watching, you're gonna see me making more and more layers. In fact, on Thursday, we will come back in and we'll work with just stencils, and then next week we begin to layer up the pre-existing pages with the rice paper and the sketch paper. So take a look at everything. Let me get rid of this jelly plate. So here's just a look at the, in a short period of time, the cool textures we made. My scrap paper, of course. This one needs a little bit more, so we'll do something else before we end today right there. And I'll finish up also with adding something right here so that we use these pages. Maybe I'll put some color on this one. This one's pretty well done, so we'll set this one aside. This one's done, so we'll set this one aside. These two are done, so we'll set both of these aside. And we're gonna just embellish these and this one, and then that'll be it for today. So here I go. I'm almost out of my yellow ochre. Well, it's being stubborn. I'm just cleaning it off with my scrap. I just transferred a few impressions. Okay, so let me just do something real quick. Right back. This is just copy paper. I'm going to clean everything off with copy paper. Oh, this is pretty well dry, yeah. No, it's still tacky. I'm just cleaning the jelly plate now. And though this isn't ready to be used on anything, it actually just begins my next scrap paper for cleaning brayers and palettes and stuff like that. I'm gonna give this a clean. Acrylic paint is really hard, but you don't want to work with watercolors. You can, but you really have to let your watercolor layers dry in between. Otherwise, they just run together. So acrylic is the best. Okay, let me lay this off to the side now. So let's take a look at everything we did today. All right, let me get my 3 pages sorted. All right, so again, we worked with just 3 stencils, right? These were the 3 stencils, actually 4. Having stencils is good. I'm going to show you how to make your own stencils too in a future session, but There's our 4 stencils. And like our 4 stencils, we worked with 4 paints. Again, here's our 4 paints. And then we also worked with only 3, well, actually, yeah, 3 different types of paper. The most delicate we worked with was rice paper. Just a jelly plate and then stenciling. And stenciling. We worked with sketchbook paper. So we did a big jelly plate over with 2 colors. We did stenciling, jelly plate stenciling, and just rubbed off the used stencil on this side. This one is both jelly plate stenciling, 2 colors, 2 colors. Here's my scrap paper. And then here's just stenciling with the jelly plate. And then here's 2 colors, and then an impressions, cleaning my brayer. So it gives us a lot of different looks. And then the last paper we used was just plain old wax paper. I'll show you one at a time. So this is 2-tone jelly plate. 2-tone jelly plate with a stencil. And then this is just cleaning off that jelly plate and the stencil. So this is just the jelly plate, and then this is just rubbing on the stencil. So you can see it gives you a lot of different looks. And last but by no means least, the jelly plates we used. 8 by 10 or 11 and 5 by 7. And the name brand here, this one is gel plate and this one is jelly plate. And there's all different kinds of, if you type in, go to Amazon or Google or whatever and type in jelly, not J, GELLIGELLIGEL, and the word plate. It's going to take you to all the different brands that are available on the market. And this is just basic jelly plate usage. There's so many more things you can do. And I'll probably share more about jelly plates in future sessions. But for now, learning, if you've never worked with a jelly plate, just learning how to work with it and the basics becomes really important. All right, so that's it for today, and I hope to see you on Thursday for my live stream. I just joined. What on earth is a jelly plate? It's these right here. So you'll want to maybe rewatch the video. And it's these very cool, literally, very flimsy jelly plates. Can you eat them? I hope not. You might get sick if you eat them. But it does sound good, huh? But they're not spelled with a J. They're spelled with a G. Jelly plate, gel plate. You're so funny. Thank you for joining me, but you came at the end of it because I just ended. And I hope you rewatch the video to see the different methods you can use these for. And join, subscribe, become one of my members or followers. And I'll see you on Thursday. I'll be here Thursday. So until then, have fun creating. Thanks for joining in. Bye for now.